Okay. So anyway, and I'm sure, I'm sometimes technically challenged, but he was trying to help me and we couldn't get it to work. So I felt better that it wasn't just me. Hi, Debbie.
Hi,
Glad you're here. We're
thank you. I
just
watched
getting
I watched
started.
I watched the video, but I forgot to turn in my sheet last night.
Oh, and you know what, y'all? Oh my gosh. I didn't write down your numbers.
Oh,
Goodness.
I didn't
Let me,
have one. I didn't
I'll
have
pull that up
one.
right now.
Yeah,
Did anyone fill out the Google Doc? You
I
did,
did.
Jody? And you
I
did
did.
too? Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so sorry. I got distracted a few minutes ago and didn't go look it up. So let me look here. I was thinking I was doing so good and I
Yeah, I'm very consistent every other week.
hey, that's a system. That's a system. Okay, let me look up at least look up I apologize, guys. I meant to do that earlier. Um okay. Well, we'll get started. All right, so I'm going to read the words of wisdom. It is May 6th and it's on appearance. And it says, while critics argue that a woman's appearance is only superficial, I disagree. When a woman changes from an ugly duckling into a beautiful swan, something inside changes too. So outer beauty kindles her inner beauty. That was Mary Kay's words. Hopefully, no, I don't really consider anyone an ugly duckling, but I do think that when women feel better about their appearance, they do feel better and more confident. So it's a good thing. Okay, I'll say a quick prayer. Obviously, I needed to pray before I got started, huh? We'll do that and then we'll get started. Lord, we just thank you so much for all these ladies that are here, and we just thank you. We do thank you for the rain that we're getting here. And we just pray for safety and no flooding. And Lord, we do thank you that Addie came through her surgery so great, and we pray for really good results from the MRI that they did. And we just pray that you just give all those doctors guidance on what may or may not need to be done. And we just thank you that the tonsils and adenoids are out, because I know that's going to be better for her. And Lord, we just pray for all of us as we learn some new things tonight, Lord. And we just I just pray for you to be glorified in everything that we say and do. It's in your name we pray. Amen. Okay. Um, is Addie doing good from like healing like her throat and all that?
I mean, her throat is healing. She's still like struggling to sleep, and
Oh,
literally
she
last
is.
night she slept for 50 minutes at a time. And yeah, so keep praying. If you think about her, just keep praying and keep praying for wisdom and all the things.
Okay.
I know they're getting closer, but man,
Yeah. I was really hoping like as soon as the tonsils and adenoids are out, she would just like sleep through the night and it would like freak Ashley out. She'd be like,
yeah,
like, is she sleeping? So, okay. Well,
I'm
I
sure
still
that's what
think
they
it's,
hoped as well.
yeah. Well, hopefully, yeah, we'll keep praying. We'll keep praying about that for sure. Thanks for the update. Okay, so on the accomplishment sheets that were turned in, Laura Grizzle had $504 in sales, and Jody had $275 in sales. And then Debbie, you said you turned in your Google sheet. How much did you have sales?
I didn't have sales,
Okay.
but I had a
Okay.
new recruit.
Yes, you did. Courtney
Yay!
is Debbie's new recruit, and she was on bingo last week. So, congratulations, Debbie,
Thank you.
on your new recruit. Um, did you have something on your sheet, Jody, that I didn't bring up, like power hours? You had faces.
One face, and I had my weeks have run together. I'm sorry. I think
No.
I had either an hour or 2 hours of power hour. I don't remember. Now
Okay.
I know I had at least an hour of power hour, an hour of power. Whoa, say that 10 times. And then I did have a face, and I had sales, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Did I miss anything? Did anything else happen that was great this past week that anyone wants to talk about? It can be Mary Kay or non-Mary Kay.
Anything that happened that was great this week?
Yeah.
Hey, my plumbing cleared itself.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
So you didn't even have to have the plumber come over?
Well, they came out, but they didn't do anything. And I'm like, you should have ran the snake anyway. But, he said he's going to leave the ticket open. And if something happened, they'd come back. So, yeah, it was backing up in my shower in my bathtub on Sunday night, y'all.
That is really good that it started working though.
Yeah. God is so good because I was just praying and praying and praying.
Yeah. Anything else anyone wants to share? It was good. Just about your week. Okay. Well, I thought we were going to have, I thought Christy might be on, but she did start a brand new job. So I'm not sure. She has to drive. So, you had a long weekend too? Because you were off on Friday. Yeah. Not like you didn't get the 40 hours in that week, but it was kind of nice to get the day off. Christy started a new, regular job. So I'm not sure. She has to commute a little bit. So not sure.
Hey, how has she ended up doing on her debut?
She did pretty good. She got 2 orders. She has 50 something people though that agreed to be in her group. And I'm going to tout Christy on this, y'all. I am wanting to be better at this, but y'all, she goes live in her group every day. And sometimes it's just, oh my gosh, good morning. It's a wonderful day. I've got my wonderful coffee cup here. Sometimes it's, guys, I want to show you this new product I'm trying of Mary Kay. I had never tried it before. She showed her hydrogel eye patches. She's going live in her group every day. So she's definitely creating buzz, and she's definitely, they're watching, they're seeing. She also got 8 people to register on her website. So, so she's working. So it's, it takes a little effort sometimes to get things going, but yeah.
That's awesome.
So I've kind of been inspired because, I've wanted to be a little, I wanted some improvement in my personal, group. And honestly, I think I told the group, the sisterhood, I think if I would practice more in my group, I don't necessarily feel the need to go public on Facebook with things, but I could do it more in my group for sure, and that would be great practice anyway. And I wouldn't be out there for the whole world, but at least for my customers. And that might help the algorithms of the Facebook group because, it gets where they don't see all your posts. Not everybody sees all those posts. I'm not an expert on Facebook algorithms either, but I do know that going live like that definitely does bring more people watching.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Someone told me the other day, I was talking to a, not Tupperware, anyway, one of these party ladies, and she said, I was talking about Facebook, and she says, you have to go down every day and comment on 6 or 7 or 8 people every day for them to see that you're working with, Facebook, and then they'll start sending you, because I know that my things don't go to public, and I always have it on public, and I haven't had anybody even comment. So I figured that, and she said, that's what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing was, I have my private group, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be doing with that. I sent off an invitation to several people, but only a couple people replied, and these are my customers and stuff. Should I just send them another invitation? I don't even know if you could do that, or call them and ask them if they'll go on to it if I send them information, or what?
Are you talking about in your Facebook group?
In
in your customer Facebook group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The things so I could go on there and talk about, all different kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you can go live in there. When I invite people to things, I do put it in that group, but I will guarantee you that if I text people, I will get more yeses than if I just throw it out there into the group. I will put it out there too, but I also text them or call them to invite them. I don't just rely on that because some of them don't see it. Like they don't, they
That's
don't even see
that's
it.
true. I didn't think
And
about, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. And so you could just can you on your personal page, can you do a reel?
no, I asked Meredith about that.
Okay.
You can't. Your reels are only going to be public.
Okay.
Because
So
I
if they're
remember when
not,
Meredith was training us on that, I was like, I wish I could just do that. But she said you can't do that.
okay. So want to get, if I want to do a reel and or if I wanted to do that on my, that Facebook group that I want to have out, their name isn't on there yet. So I would have to like ask them again personally or tell them I have this. I don't know what to do. What you
So you're saying they're not in the group because you've invited them to the group, but they're not in the group?
right,
Okay. Yeah. If they're not in the group, they're not going to see it. So
right. That's why I
yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
I guess
So
I could do one and send that to them to text it to them
yeah.
privately.
Yeah, you could.
I'm gonna put, go on my, okay.
Yeah.
I
Those
just wasn't
groups,
sure what to
the
do.
groups are interesting. I mean, it is helpful to have the group, but I do think the more you can interact in the group and you can get other people to interact in the group, it helps
Mhm.
people see all the stuff. So it is kind of a challenge. It is something, yeah, I feel like it is helpful, but I just don't put all my eggs in that basket.
No, sometime I would like to talk to you about that later when we're
Okay.
not taking up
Okay.
this time.
Yeah, that's
you.
fine. Well, and I'm going to talk tonight about the new products that are coming out. And so if you were a star last quarter or you did your PCP, then you can order on the 10th, which is just 4 days away. Otherwise, you can order on the 15th, and then everything goes live on the website on the 16th of May. And this is what the new catalog looks like. And some of the new products, so the regular line products, the first thing they really promote is the new men's skincare line. Okay. So this is what it looks like. And there is a cleanser, a daily facial wash, which is kind of a gel. And then there is a moisturizing shave cream, which I had my husband try that because he's kind of an old school shaver. Like he buys like the soap thing and he does the brush and he creates his own little, and he buys the razors with, you have to put the razor in it, like the old, he's a funny. So I said, you're kind of a shaving guy, so you try it. He actually really liked it. He likes it better than the old one. And I shaved my legs with it just so I could see. And they were super soft. And I felt like, because I usually use the 2-in-1, and I like it, but I did think that my skin was really soft after this. And then the other is the Ultimate Moisturizer. So these are this moisturizer does not have sunscreen like the prior one did. So they're recommending that they use this and then put the mineral facial sunscreen over it, is what the company's recommending. But it does boost hydration for 12 hours. And so anyway, and the shave cream,
Is it anti-aging, Angela?
it just says it has, with the inclusion of powerhouse antioxidant resveratrol, so that's
It is anti-aging then.
which helps
Hey.
fight free radicals, and plankton extract, a well-known soothing ingredient. So I would say the resveratrol would be your anti-aging. And then the shave cream kind of looks, I don't know if you guys can see, like it's kind of it's not like, how our other one was like a spray. This is like a squirt out. So it's kind of like a gel kind of, I don't know, not gel, but
Did it foam up when you used it?
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
And Dan said that he did think, he's used to using a brush and he liked using his brush with it, his little shave brush because it foamed more. So that was his take on it, but that's what he's used to using. And he felt like that worked better. So
What's it smell
but
like?
do what?
What's the
It
smell?
kind of doesn't, I feel like I don't smell anything really. Like I don't feel like it has much of a smell, the cleanser either. So there's not a strong smell of any sort because I really can't smell. And even when I used it on my legs, I didn't really smell anything. So it seems pretty fragrance free. So anyway, that's kind of fun, especially if you have men customers too. I mean, you could get them to try it, for you or whatever.
What are the prices?
Oh, good question. They are each $20. No, that's not right. The cleanser is 20, the shave cream is 20, the moisturizer is 30. So 20, 20, 30. And so if you bought the whole regimen, that's $70.
So
And
would you
then,
say
oh,
the
go
texture,
ahead.
the texture of the shave foam is it almost similar to the Time Wise Value Foam cleanser that comes out like a cream, but then with water it gets a little foamy?
Yeah, I think so. See, this is what it looks like. Yeah, I don't have any water sitting here. Wait a minute.
It kind of looks like the repair.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's what she was saying here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna add some water to it.
Thank you.
I don't know if you can see. So it's not like soupy, super foamy, but it does kind of remind me of the repair. It's kind of thick when it first comes out. And then, I don't know. Let me get something to wipe this. But yeah, I don't smell anything, Laura, like, even after I added water and not really smelling anything. Let me get something to wipe. Okay. I'll make a mess and have it all over my computer. So that's regular line. And then the other thing that's regular line is this new perfume, which I feel like the bottle is beautiful. And I do like the smell of it. My daughter hated it. So I guess it just depends on what you like, but I did kind of like it. And it's called Confidently You. And it says that it draws, the top notes are mandarin, bergamot, and juicy notes of pear. And then it says middle notes of jasmine, cassis, bud, and rose. So, and then the bottom notes are warm amber, sandalwood, and vanilla. So I don't know if that helps you, if you're a perfume.
Margaret had it on the other night.
Yeah.
And she came up to me and had me smell it. I was like, oh.
I mean, it definitely, to me, does not smell like the one you don't like.
No, it didn't. No, God, I was scared to smell it. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But it actually was very good. I mean, it was not, I mean, it actually was not bad. It actually was, it was pleasant. I was pleasantly surprised. It was not like that musky, make you want to, I don't know.
Yeah. Hi, Alexandra. We're just going through the new products. And when we finish this, I may have you talk like right at the end. Does that sound good? Okay.
So I'm almost wondering if also, of course, your body chemistry makes the smells change a little bit. So it's interesting that you said that there is a musk, like, because sandalwood is not, I mean, to me, it's more of has more of an earth smell, musky smell. So I don't remember it being really musky, and it wasn't real floral, and it wasn't real sweet either. So
yeah,
it really wasn't bad.
But it's a really pretty bottle.
It is.
And it sells for, let me give you the price on it. It is $55.
Wow, they're proud of it.
And then you can, on section 2 right now, get a packet of these little samples of it. So, because you can't really get any other perfume samples, but you can get, this has like a little, like you can take off a little plastic piece and it smells underneath there. So you can get some of these on section 2 when you order, and that might be helpful for people, initially, like if you've got girls that really like perfume. So those are the regular line things. And then the limited edition is there is a scented body lotion and shower gel, and it's lavender and coconut. And I do really like the way this smells because it's very light. And I mean, I kind of like vanilla or coconut, I mean. And it does kind of have a coconut smell, so kind of summery, but then with lavender. So it's not super strong. So anyway, it's nice. I mean, it's limited edition, so depending on if that's something that you sell a lot of, but it's pretty too. Pretty and purple. So it's kind of lighter color than the berry and vanilla, you know, just more periwinkle, I guess. And then the other thing that's limited edition are these. And I don't know, y'all. I mean, I have on the dark one, and it's not that dark, I don't think.
They're oil lip, what?
Yeah,
what are
they are called, okay, so they're called tinted lip oil. And they're also a pink Changing Lives. So $1 of each one of the sales goes to the Mary Kay Foundation. They're super high shine, non-sticky. They're not sticky. They don't feel sticky. Moisture preserving blend of 9 plant-based oils. It says buildable soft tint shades complement a range of skin tones, delightfully lingering, cooling sensation. So it's kind of got a big,
So the two colors is berry what, and what's the other one?
blush. So this is berry, so it's the darker one.
So HDK did a deal on those today or yesterday.
I didn't
and
watch. Yeah, what'd she
And
say?
she did a comparison of it with, and it's a big name, either Christian, I think it's Dior, Christian Dior, and they're $40.
Okay.
And so
Yeah,
this
because
is
these
like
are only
she's-
20.
Yeah, she's claiming this is the dupe, and she said this is like super great. And she had a rose lip liner on with the blush,
Yeah.
and it was beautiful.
I've seen some other people putting rose with it. It feels really good. Doesn't feel sticky or anything like that.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna stay on like super long, but definitely better than gloss, maybe a little longer than gloss. And you definitely, if you have a lip liner with it, I didn't put a lip liner with it, it would add more color. But they feel really good.
Well, that color looks nice on you, so.
Yeah, I was thinking the darker color would be like too dark, but I don't think so. So anyway, it feels great. So they're kind of, and they're fun. I mean, they're kind of fun. So they are limited edition. So if you like these, might, you know, and $20 is a pretty good price point. So that is really, that's what's new. Let me make sure. Now they do have in the lookbook, they are on a whole page, they're showcasing them, and on the back, the bronzers. And I have not heard anything else. So I don't know. I have a couple of questions for the company. So I'm going to try to call and get some answers on a couple other questions I have. So, because see, they have them on this page. But I have not seen any update. And I thought maybe they would update us when these new this new catalog came out. So they may say something to us here like this week or something because these new products, but I haven't gotten any updates yet. So, but if I hear anything, I will let you know for sure. So the other thing I wanted to share with y'all was there was a video that they shared with us at Career Conference, and I was hoping it was going to be available, and it is now. So I want to share it with y'all. It's 7 minutes, but it's Meta. It's the Meta people talking about if you are going to be doing stuff on social media, how does that work? And he talks about the different generations and what they are looking for, which I thought was very interesting. Like, I like to hear that. So it's a pretty good video. It's not super long. So I wanted to share that with y'all. So let me get that going. Okay. Let me see here. I got to open it up from here. Well, actually I can do it from here. So you can go to Business Tools and you can go down to Video Library. So if you guys want to watch it again, it's in the Video Library down here. And then you go to, let's see, education, and then social media. I know it's kind of buried, but there's a lot of social media. Like, Debbie, this might be helpful to you. There's several videos on social media on here, but this is the one I wanted y'all to see. Okay. Let me see.
Thank you everyone for showing interest in learning more about fostering your community in Meta's platforms. My name is Logan and I'm an account manager with Meta. I work very, very closely with the Mary Kay corporate team, so I'm very grateful to be giving this presentation to you. I'm going to share a few tips and tricks on how you can build your brand and community within Meta. To begin, we're going to start with some trivia. The question is, how many people use Meta's apps every day, like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook Messenger? So, is it 1.7 billion people using our apps every day? Is it 2.43 billion? Or is it 3.24 billion? The answer is C. 3.24 billion people are estimated to use at least one of Meta's apps. It is crazy to think that almost half of the world's population uses one of our apps each day. 94% of beauty enthusiasts use one or more of our platforms each month. If you're looking to build a community and reach a strong audience, there's no better place than on Facebook or Instagram. How is Meta able to build a product that is so customizable and relevant to its users? The answer is simple: AI. AI is reshaping what content people discover on their feeds. Currently, 30% of your Facebook feed is recommended by our AI. On Instagram, it's over 50%. AI is the future. Meta has invested billions of dollars into AI with a key goal of giving consumers a personalized Facebook and Instagram feed and viewing experience. Speaking of billions, here's another question. Now, I'm from England, so I had to specify by putting American football fields. But how many American football fields would it take to house all of Meta's data centers? The answer is C, 1,000. So why am I telling you all of this? I want you to understand how you can work with Meta's AI and algorithms to grow your communities organically. We'll start with this one tip from your posts. Meta AI prioritizes original creators' content. It's important not to repurpose or use other creators' posts or other businesses' content. If your goal is to grow your organic reach and your following, I encourage you to be yourself and to create your own content. People spend their time and money with creators like you, the independent beauty consultant, across Meta's platforms. Users spend 2 trillion minutes with creator content globally across Meta's platforms in 2023. That's with creators like you. And here's a very powerful stat for you as a business owner. 71% of consumers make a purchase within a couple of days after seeing creator content on Meta platforms. This is because consumers build trust and connection on social media with creators and influencers like you. 64% of people would consider switching brands when a product is promoted by a creator they follow on Meta's apps. So how can you captivate and connect with as many interested people as possible? By making shareable videos, also known as Reels. Today, people are increasingly discovering new brands and products organically from creators like you. Creators today are leading a revolution in expression and connection by embracing the content that people want now and driving the growth of short-form video. That short-form video is what we call Reels. Did you know that 60% of time spent on Facebook is spent consuming video? On Instagram, consumers watch video 50% of the time. Now, how many Reels do you think are reshared every single day? Is it A, 1.5 billion, B, 2.5 billion, or C, 3.5 billion? The answer is C. 3.5 billion reels are shared every single day. I think I'm responsible for like 1 billion of those. So let's break down reels. How do we create really good reels? It needs to be entertaining, relatable, and digestible. Doing so helps make your content more authentic while still delivering excellent results for your business. You are culture makers that spark connection. And think of the next generation of consumers and consultants. 63% of 18 to 34-year-olds trust what a creator says about a brand more than what a brand says about itself. Think how much power that means for you. And 58% of people who bought or purchased a new product in the past 6 months did it because of a creator's recommendation. Now, if you want to be successful at doing this, you want to be authentic, creative, and show empathy. Our last recommendation is for you to build resonant creative for every generation by getting to know them. If you want to build your community with a specific age group, then create content that's specifically geared towards that generation. Our AI is so powerful that it will show your content to an audience member that will resonate with it. So now I will show you a cheat sheet, if you will, about some of the things the people of each generation connect with. Gen Z are raw and unfiltered. They dominate online culture, demanding diversity and authenticity. They prefer unpolished creativity over perfection. Then we have millennials with the parental shift. They were once the most influential generation and are now becoming parents, making them a gateway to reaching Gen Alpha. Gen X, or Sandwich Squad, has significant purchasing power and seeks representation in the content they consume and love. They enjoy celebrity and peer-led video content, making them a prime target for beauty enthusiasts. Finally, the boomers are optimistic about social media's impact and are increasingly active online, with some even earning income as grandfluencers in fashion and beauty. To summarize, creating a good reel should not be a daunting task. Remember, you want it to be entertaining, relatable, digestible, and authentic. Every connection is an opportunity to expand your reach and continue growing your business. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Okay, so what did y'all think about that?
Well, a lot of good info.
Yeah. I mean, it is meta, talking to us, and of course they're going to be pro meta. But I think it's kind of interesting. I thought it was interesting what the different, Gen X and boomers, Gen Y. I think that's interesting.
I thought, I didn't think that, I didn't know that Meta has all those, Instagram and all those things. I didn't know they were all owned by the same company.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a little difference that I didn't know about. And
Yeah.
when they call us grandfluencers, I like that.
Yeah.
Because, that's about what I do. What do they call the Gen X? What is that? I don't understand what that is. That says after their parents, or are they like getting to be 40 or 50 or something? Is that what they mean?
Gen X is the baby boomers. It's like the millennials. It's like the Gen Zs. Gen X, I can't remember the actual date range, but I am a Gen X.
Yeah, I'm a Gen X.
Angela's a Gen X.
Yeah,
Laura's a Gen
Gen
X.
X.
Alexandra's probably a Gen X.
Yes, I'm Gen X.
And so what do you guys watch on Meta?
I watch everything.
Do you?
Everything.
I can get over that.
Yeah.
I don't want, I was watching Facebook because I thought Instagram was just for, young people.
No, in fact, Instagram is actually becoming more of the go-to for the younger generation and Gen X because you don't have as much of the BS. And I'm sorry, those are the only word, that's the only letter. So the OG, Angela, the OG, that's the only BS that, because you don't have all that. You don't have all that bickering and crap all over the post on Instagram. You might, but you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
see it.
You mean like
So-
Facebook
So
does?
there's a lot of people going to Instagram, and there's a new thing called Threads. Lots of people are going to Threads now as well. However, on Threads, you're getting a lot of that conflict on Threads now as well.
I
It's too
also
much to
felt,
keep up with.
yeah, I also felt like one thing that he said that, you know, sometimes in the Mary Kay world, somebody big, an NSD or something, will post something. And then everybody shares exactly every single thing that that person posted. And really, what he's saying is you're going to grasp more people if you're authentic and real and you do your own thing. And you're not just constantly sharing what everybody else is doing. And I think sometimes what happens in the Mary Kay world is we share it, and the people that see it are all the other Mary Kay people, not necessarily reaching new people. So I think it's important to be yourself and to be authentic, and it's not about making this perfect video.
And that's what I thought. I have never put on anything because some of the videos I watched were just so professional and perfect. And I thought, I don't think I can do that. But
Yeah.
the other lady does well that I was talking about while I was at a,
The
thing.
vendor show.
So, and she said too, she said, look nice and everything, but just be yourself. You don't have to have everything in the background and blah, blah, blah. She said, people don't really care about that. They care about the product.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me feel a little better and more likely to do it now.
Yeah, and I think he's saying be authentic, so it's good. So, all right, I just wanted to share that with y'all and to let y'all know where you can see other videos like that, if that is important to you to kind of look at that. And then I'm going to go ahead and let Alexandra talk about the product. And then if we have time, I'll have a couple other things. If we don't, no problem. So I'll let you take it away, Alexandra, with whatever product you're going to be talking about. Yeah. Yes. Thanks, Laura.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk about the deep wrinkle filler, which I had, but I was moving around. But that's okay. I'm sure everyone knows what it looks like. And one thing that I've got some notes, and I guess I'll go over those. Let's see, 100% of women showed an improvement in the appearance of wrinkle severity. It says targeted formula immediately fills in deep wrinkles and helps improve their appearance over time. Excuse me, deep wrinkles are targeted by retinol. It says significantly impacts the appearance of all 6 wrinkle zones. Deep wrinkles appear to be visibly plumped. So one thing I wanted to look at, especially when our Clinical Solutions Dynamic Wrinkle Filler, gosh, it's long. When that came out, one thing I still, especially selling that, one thing I still focus on is my customers that use this product, the deep wrinkle filler, and then the Clinical Solutions product. I make sure that they're aware of their needs, because one product may be better than the other one. And then some people may be like, okay, hey, which is the best one? So I have here, and I'm sure, I don't know, everyone may and may not have sort of a cheat sheet where they know which one of these works or is for the is better, or not better, but what areas it targets. So the Clinical Solutions Dynamic Wrinkle Filler, that is for anyone wanting to target expression lines and receive the benefits of wrinkle relaxing injection treatment without inconvenience. Let's see, without the inconvenience, price, and potential, downsides. And for the time-wise Volufill deep wrinkle filler, gosh, those names, it's a lot. Anyone wanting to immediate results of, a sheet to my phone. Results of filling and plumping specific deep wrinkles. So I think it's sort of like the time-wise repair. That one's sort of like a quick fix, if you will, for those wrinkles. And maybe they're deep, but maybe they don't, I'm thinking they're not as severe, possibly. So those are my thoughts. And
do you use either one of these, Alexandra? I was just curious. Do you have a preference?
Yes, I do. And I believe that, thank you very much, Laura. I believe for the time-wise repair, I use that, and I don't know if anyone else does. I use that on the time-wise repair. I use that on my neck for I call them tree rings.
Oh.
And it works well for that. And the clinical solutions, I do use that. I use that here. And I found someone, excuse me. Oh, okay. I do use that. And I watch, like Debbie was asking Jody and I, what do you watch? I watch everything. So I saw on Facebook someone when Mary Kay applying the clinical solutions, and they were applying it sort of like a pencil. They're going here, little dots here, here, here. And I'm like, ooh, yeah. So next time I use it, that's what I'm going to do. And then they tap it in gently, which, oh, by the way, I'm segueing. When I apply all of my skincare, I'm like, it's almost like I'm barely touching my face, and it's working well, better than when your hands are. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. So that's how I'm starting to apply that, clinical solution. So
I know, I feel like maybe I slap on the wrinkle limiter a little too thick. Up here instead of, I think I've gotten a little crazy with it because I like it, but I do think, go ahead.
Yeah, so if anyone is interested, if I can find it again, that video of that lady where she's just applying it like a little pencil with dots or whatever, I can send it to you. But I saw that, I was like, whoa, amazing. And then the time-wise repair, like I said, my tree rings and everything, that works really well. And I make sure when I apply it down here, I tilt my head so I can get it really deep in this area.
Okay.
In this area here.
I do think that I usually tell people the filler is a quick fix, but it also, because of the product that's in it, it does help that wrinkle over time as well. But I have one customer that just really loves the wrinkle filler. Like, she buys one a month or something. Like, she really likes it. I haven't not used that one as much as I have the limiter, mainly because I don't want to spend the time to pat it in. But I think that it's probably one of our better products. And I know in the past, like, we've even showed people, if you just do it on your thumb wrinkle, and pat it in, you can see the difference. And so it's kind of one of those products, like you said, like an immediate result is helpful. So, and I think these two products are ones that a lot of people ask about because they're very concerned about, they're very concerned about these deeper wrinkles. So, and Jody just put in the chat that, the wrinkle filler on your lips at night followed by the extra emollient night cream has done a big difference. Above the lips, which we were doing a facial on a girl a couple weeks ago, and Jody was there when I was facialing, that we were talking to one of my customers, and she was asking specifically for around her mouth area. So that's a good thing to offer to try.
Now, I have a question for you, ladies. Someone did ask about, or maybe I've seen about the dynamic wrinkle filler right here with those, if you have them, those lines like not up by the eyes, but maybe down here. Thoughts about that?
Well,
Applying a little bit?
I think it could, either one you could use there. The limiter could, you know, make that expression line less, or, you know, for sure if you use it, and it could fill in with the filler for that day,
Okay.
you know,
Thank
before
you,
you
Debbie.
did. So you could use both.
Okay.
For sure. Does anyone else have any thoughts on that? Yeah. Okay. Jody said, and seeing a
Thank
little
you.
more less. Yeah.
I,
Thank you, Alexandra, for doing
sorry.
our product knowledge this evening.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, ladies.
Yeah. Did you have another question, Debbie?
Yes, I was going to say that I stopped using the wrinkle filler because I was using this and I didn't think I needed it anymore, I guess.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot less, you know,
Yeah.
especially for somebody that's my age, you know, and so
Yeah.
I just didn't know that I just didn't use it anymore because
Mhm.
I didn't think about it, and I don't know, I don't have that much wrinkling on my forehead like that at all, you know,
Good
right
for
there
you.
anymore.
That is
And I don't-
definitely my worst
I
thing,
don't
but
really need the, yeah. Well, I like the before, the ones you did for the next days that you showed on the wrinkle filler, the new one, and I thought that was really good
Mhm.
that you did. So
I
kind of
definitely must use my expressions in my forehead a lot because I definitely have to use that. So, okay, we're at 6:50, but I can tell you just a couple of other quick things, and then I can let y'all go. I did want you guys to know I was kind of misunderstanding this, so that's why I wanted to explain it. Mary Kay is going to start using a different third-party credit card processor. So when I saw that initially, I was like, are they replacing ProPay? Like I was confused, but that's not what they were talking about. They're talking about when we go in and we pay for our own orders, online ordering, or if we pay for PCP or anything like that, and we're putting in our credit card and we're paying for it on Mary Kay's website, they use a third-party processor to do that. So they just wanted to warn us that the screens could look a little bit different. They're in the process of doing that. And they're also going to have the option now, if you're paying for an order, you can use Apple Pay and Google Pay. Now, I haven't seen that yet, like on my screen, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So it could look a little bit different when you're checking out, when you're doing an online order, and there should be an option as they're rolling it out for you to pay with Apple Pay or Google Pay. So, which I don't ever use those, but we could have people that do. So I just wanted y'all to know about that. I just didn't understand at first when I saw that as news, and so that's why I wanted to explain it to you. So if you see something about that, that's what that means. And then if you are going to seminar, I can register on Friday. Consultants can start registering next Monday at 8:30. So I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. And then in the new Pro Start, $20 is all, or $35. We're back to $35 for signing up to be a consultant again. And if you do, when you do the $90 Pro Start, they are adding some new products in there. Just so you guys know, if you have any new consultants, they're adding in the Mary Kay skincare samples, both the hydrating and the mattifying. And they're also adding rosewood and red stiletto samples, lip samples. The only thing that's going away from the Pro Start is they're not making the color cards anymore. So like Christy did get the Pro Start and she got some color cards. So they were still doing it last month. So I think they're transitioning this month. And Debbie, I didn't know if Courtney just did the $20 or if she did the Pro Start as well. Okay. So anyway, but if people do the Pro Start and they just won't have the color cards in there or sponge tip applicators, but they're going to have these Mary Kay skincare samples, which I think is good, and some more lipstick samples, just so you guys know about that. And I think that was all that was new. There's not been anything else about any other products going away or anything like that. And we've got these new products, and they'll be on everybody's website on the 16th. Does anyone have any questions about anything? So I appreciate you all. Oh, the price increase, Jody, is also on the 16th. So the new lookbook has the price, they have the price increases. So like, for example, the foundations are now 26 instead of 25. So the new lookbooks that go out will have the price changes, and the website will have the price changes on the 16th as well. So any other questions? Okay, well, I appreciate you all being on this evening. And Alexandra, thanks again for doing our product knowledge. We appreciate you. Very good job.
Thank you.
And I hope you all of us here in Amarillo are just going to try not to be flooded out. I think we're getting more rain tonight and maybe a little bit tomorrow. So, I mean, I appreciate the rain. It's just Amarillo doesn't have the best drainage system. So it's just kind of an interesting thing. But anyway, all right. Well, you guys, next week we do have meeting, but I did put on the calendar, we'll do skincare at 7 next week. So if you have any questions about that or what you need to give customers or anything. And Jody and I did chat, and I think we're going to do another bingo the last Tuesday of June. We're going to throw in another bingo because that seems to be pretty fun for everybody. So we're going to do that the last Tuesday of June. And then just to give you guys a quick heads up, I'm working with Roxy. We'll have information out, but we're going to do another Epic Selling Week in June. And it's probably going to be like the 7th through the 14th. And so also on June 10th, then that's a Tuesday night, we're going to do another Zoom event, and that'll be part of the Epic Selling Week. So I will get you guys all that information as we roll it out. We're trying to work on it now so that you guys will have the information a couple weeks ahead. We may track things a little bit different than just sales and stuff. So we're chatting about that. And there'll be several directors, I think, that are going to be involved in it. HDK might even do the Epic Selling Week with us too. So anyway, but I'll keep you posted on that. But you can be thinking about that as June is our last month of the seminar year. And we are on target for 300,000. We would have to hit a little over 10,000 in May and a little over 10,000 in June, and we'll hit it. You guys are great. Part of that is, I mean, it is a collective group thing. So I appreciate y'all. And part of it is we got a little bonus last August because we had hit our 13% increase. So the company gave us a little bonus that month, and we've had one double credit month that kind of helped. But really, you guys have done great. Like, we've been hitting 10,000 almost every month. So you guys have done it. So super exciting. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what our seats are like. It's going to be a whole new world, going to a whole new place for seminar for sure. But we'll just take it all in and enjoy a new city I've never been to. So it'll be fun. I know it'll be a little humid, but that's okay. It's kind of humid in Dallas too. Well, I'm working on that. I am working really hard to be on Court of Sales. You know, I'm usually farther ahead than this, but I have kind of pulled back from my inventory this year a little bit, but I'm close. But the funny thing is you had to already be at 33,000 for you. Like, I'm not going to take the ring. I think the rose gold ring is beautiful, but it's pretty big for my little hands. I just don't think I would wear it very much. So I think I'm going to take cash. We're buying Kyle a laptop. His laptop is newer than mine, but it's got issues. So I'm getting him a new laptop for graduation. So I'm thinking I'm just going to take the cash, but I didn't get to pick the ring anyway to pick up because I'm a little short of the 33,000 that you had to be at the end of April, but I'm only like 4,000 wholesale away. So I know I can, with Epic Selling Week and everything, I know I can do it. So I've never been a double star. So That would be fun. Yes, new faces, new consultants. You are totally right. So anyway, yeah, so yay you. It's exciting. Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. Well, the 300,000 is so exciting to me, and that's definitely all of us. Like, can't do that without y'all. And so you guys are a great, successful unit, so you should be proud of yourself. So anyway, I can see Laura typing. I'm gonna let her type. Oh, yeah, well, thank you. I did have I'll just tell you guys this. So we all have them. I had a double facial the other night. Very sweet girls. They were young. They were Generation Alpha. I really wish I would have written down. One of them was way into the lashes, and she uses something different than I should have asked her what lash, anyway. But I could tell we weren't getting anywhere with, I wasn't going to have good customers. I wasn't really going to have sales, but they looked great when they left. We talked about how to take care of their skin, and they looked really pretty. And I sold one under eye corrector. So, sometimes you have double facials and you don't sell anything. And then I had another facial the week before. She bought $130 at the facial and then called me the next day and bought another $100. So, it just all evens out. You've got the double facial that you sell an under eye corrector, and then you've got, yeah, that's all right, Alexandra, we're wrapping up. So, anyway, it's just a balance. You just do the faces, you keep doing the thing, and it all works out. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna let y'all go because it's 7:00. I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you for all being on. We will continue to pray for Addie and sleep for sure and all the things. All right, you guys have a good evening.